James Harden is one of the most exciting players to watch in the history of basketball. With handles that will keep even the best defenders wobbly, a silky smooth lefty jump shot that always looks like it's going to go in, and an elite step back to pair, the bearded Mamba is already in the ranks as a top 5 shooting guard of all time. So after an MVP season, he is now adding to his performance with season averages of 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists while shooting 39% from 3. He has the Houston Rockets playing winning basketball. And all more impressive that he's doing this after the season starts off with major chemistry issues due to Carmelo Anthony and him leaving the team, and now Chris Paul going down with another major injury. But this does kind of beg the question, what if former MVP James Harden had his optimal roster? We are going to try to put the perfect team around him and see if he can play even better than his current state. And before we get started, if you guys are enjoying this series, be sure to drop a like on this video and let me know in the comment section below which NBA player we should build the next perfect team around. So when it comes to building the perfect team around James Harden, which type of players do we exactly want to look at? While Harden is listed at the shooting guard position, he definitely does have point guard tendencies out there. A lot of the times he likes to have the ball in his hand and make plays for others. He likes to run isolation, do things along that line. But at the same time, we want players that can not only play off of James Harden, but can also make plays for James Harden. So to have the optimal roster, you got to be able to play it both ways out there. So looking at the point guard position, I was thinking the best point guard to play alongside James Harden is none other than Sacramento Kings' De'Aaron Fox. On this NBA season, he is averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals per game while shooting 47% field goal percentage, making him very reliable, and also 38% from 3. Now, the reason I picked De'Aaron Fox is because not only is he a great defender at such a young age, but also he's extremely quick and he can make plays for others. So pretty much, if the ball is in James Harden's hand, with De'Aaron Fox's speed, I think he would be great on coming to the basket, running off screens, getting the open shot. But on the other side of things, when De'Aaron Fox has the ball in his hands, he can make those same type of plays off his penetration to the basket and, just driving it in and kicking out to James Harden for the wide open 3. So the next position we are going to look at is actually the center position. And believe it or not, the Houston Rockets already have the perfect center alongside James Harden and Clint Capella. So on this NBA season, Capella is averaging 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game while shooting 64% field goal percentage. Just has been the perfect center to complement James Harden. He's great in the pick and roll, and extremely efficient around the basket, and he's really held his ground as making him one of the more elite paint protectors in the entire NBA. He's only 24. He's great at running the court for a big guy, and really has just been another all-star for this Houston Rockets team on this NBA season, and a big reason for their success. So there was no way I was going to change out the center position. Clint Capella, the perfect center for James Harden. So in the past, James Harden has been known as not the greatest defender. While he has improved, you definitely want wing players out there that can kind of make up and pick up some of that slack on the defensive end of the court. So for the small forward position, we are going to pick up Robert Covington. Now on this NBA season, Covington is averaging 13.6 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block per game, and not to mention he's one of the better 3-point shooters at 39%, which would be amazing when James Harden is isolating out there. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in the entire NBA, and pretty much his focus would be to catch and shoot the basketball, but also play defense on the more offensive-oriented player of the opposing team, which would allow James Harden to focus more on offense and not so much on defense. Just reliable in a lot of different areas and can really space the floor. And finally, for the power forward position, we are going to look towards an all-star to hopefully help James Harden win this NBA championship. Look no farther than the Detroit Pistons' Blake Griffin. So on this NBA season, Griffin is averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 48% field goal percentage and 37% from 3, making him the optimal big man to play alongside Harden. Now, the reason I say this is because he's extremely versatile. Despite almost being 30, he still has some of the best athleticism inside the NBA. He can run the court, catch some easy lobs from Harden, the ability to catch and shoot the basketball, but also make plays for himself and others on the court, being one of the best passing big guys in the entire NBA. Not to mention, you pair that up with some of his handles out there, and yeah, man, Blake Griffin, James Harden, that duo would just be dangerous for so many reasons. There would be no way to guard those two if they are running in tandem together. So yeah, man, Blake Griffin, welcome to the Houston Rockets. Let's see if you can help James Harden win that NBA championship. So this is what we are looking at for the final team. De'Aaron Fox at point guard, James Harden at shooting guard, Robert Covington at small forward, Blake Griffin at power forward, and Clint Capella at the center position. We are still going to maintain the Houston Rockets bench with Nene out there, Eric Gordon, Austin Rivers, PJ Tucker, and James Ennis. As far as the system proficiency, I'm actually still really good with Mike D'Antoni being the coach of this team. I feel like that 7-second offense, that quickness of the offense, will be really nice for James Harden playing alongside some of these players out there. I know guys like Robert Covington might not flourish in it, but really his job out there is just catch and shoot anyway and play some defense. So I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, guys, we are going to go ahead, simulate this NBA season, and we're going to see how this perfect James Harden team can really do. So a record of 63-18. I'm definitely not going to complain about that one. We have one more game against the OKC Thunder to simulate through date right there, and finish a W on the season. 64 wins for this new look Houston Rocket team. MVP going towards James Harden, guys. That is exactly what I wanted to see. 31 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals per game, 50% field goal, 84% free throw, and 44% from 3. DeAndre Ayton, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, 6-man. Giannis, Defensive Player. Jordan Clarkson, Most Improved. Steve Kerr, I mean, that Super Team Warrior team, man. That's exactly what I want to get, like, Blake Griffin out there to hopefully help us out, as they got 69 wins on the season. All-NBA first team, James Harden. All-NBA second, looking like this. And All-NBA third. So we just got the one Houston Rocket on there. Let's see defensively, how do we do out there? No Clint Capella, unfortunately, but that's okay. All right, and we are the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Let's go ahead and check out these player stats right here. So James Harden, know his stat line. Blake Griffin, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Did a little bit of everything out there. De'Aaron Fox at 16 points and 7 assists. Steals were down a little bit. I was hoping for about closer to 1 steal per game. Field goal percentage was nice. 3-point shot was on par, man. 41%, absolutely amazing. Then we got Capella at that 14 points, 12 rebounds per game with about 1 to 2 blocks. And then Covington at 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, 2 steals, and over 1 block per game. Didn't really shoot a ton himself either. 3-point shot, though, with right about what his averages this real NBA season at 38%. So overall, man, I think the team gelled pretty nicely together. Like, it was James Harden. Blake Griffin took over at times when he needed to. And then the other guys kind of, like, surrounded and played with their role and let James Harden take over this team. So first round, we do have the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm hoping we can definitely beat them. Simulate current round, see how this goes. And got game 1, got game 2. Okay, we lost. Okay, 2-1, 2-1. Okay, 3-1. Things looking pretty good. And 4 games to 1 over the Los Angeles Clippers, with James Harden dropping 37, 6, and 12 with 2 steals and 1 block. 21, 12, and 5 for Blake Griffin, and a 19.7 assist game, 2 steals for De'Aaron Fox. Toby dropping 25 points. Next up, we do have the OKC Thunder. This is going to be a tough one, man. OKC is always a pretty tough matchup. Simulate current round, see how this goes for us. Got game 1, lost game 2, down 2-1, down 3-1. Okay, it's not looking very good, man. Damn, dude. Wow. All right, I mean, OKC got us, plain and simple. I guess I don't know what happened. Robert Covington, 4 for 15. I love the 6 steals. I don't really like him shooting 15 times out there. Blake Griffin, he had the triple-double, but I mean, 11 for 21, that's actually pretty decent. James Harden kind of struggled that final game, guys. We just got our asses kicked, plain and simple. So there's really no excuse here or anything around it. I still think overall the team was built pretty nicely, though. It is NBA 2K19, so there's only so much you can do as far as that goes. I can't really control the simulation of the game. But let's go ahead and see who wins this NBA championship. And, well, of course, it is the Toronto Raptors. Let's go ahead, though, and check out the playoff stats on the season, see how everybody did out there. So as far as this goes, Harden 28 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Numbers down a little bit from his MVP numbers. Griffin played great. Clint Capella played good. De'Aaron Fox, 14.7 assists, about what I expected. And then Robert Covington absolutely kind of struggled, guys. I mean, 36% field goal percentage, 29% from 3. Just really, man, the shooting was down for everybody in that series. It just, the field goal percentage, I mean, 44% is not bad, but still. Covington, though, I think really blew his first, man. Maybe I should have replaced him with somebody else. I thought at the time, though, he sounded like a good fit on this team. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I do love making these, so they're a lot of fun to do. I'm thinking of doing Kemba Walker next. I kind of want to help him out. Maybe Damian Lillard. But yeah, guys, be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friend. So I just wanted to end this video on a quick note, guys. For people that are not aware, I do have a second channel titled Extra Crispy that I've been posting daily content every single day. That channel has been growing very nicely. I just want you guys to have the opportunity, if you don't know about it yet, to go and check it out. So yeah, man, if you go to YouTube search bar and type in Extra Crispy, it's with a K, of course, my channel is going to pop up. And pretty much over on this channel, guys, it's a pretty chill time. Like, the focus of this channel is to kind of like post different type of videos that I want to make but don't necessarily want to put on my main channel, Extra Crispy. I'm doing things along the lines as different reaction type of videos, NBA quizzes, talking about different NBA players. My most recent one, of course, was talking about James Harden, if he deserves the MVP. I went out a little rant about Derrick Rose and some of the stuff going on with him, and just different quizzes, and having a really fun time over it, man. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, be sure to search Extra Crispy and come subscribe.